All right, let's look at number 9 on this side. We finished 1 through 8 yesterday. Look at number 9.
And we should do 19 because it's coming quick.
Let's see how long it takes us. Number 9, we got cosine of x equals 3 over 5. Quad 1. All right, you guys, first of all, you're going to have to draw a coordinate, an x-y axis for 9 and 10. So real small, draw a coordinate plane up under number 9. And when I say really small, because look, you're still going to have to write down your 6 answers: sine, cosine, tangent, if you want to, cosecant, secant, cotangent. So it's going to be somewhat like what we did yesterday, but these are going to be just a little bit harder. So I need y'all to write your 6 trig functions down and an x, y axis. Yep. That little symbol behind the cosine, that little circle, it's one of those Greek symbols. I forget which one. I just make it x.
Wait, so why is there or sign?
Doesn't matter if there's one there or not. You can put one there if you want to. Not ready. I'll wait on you. All right, so first of all, you guys have to remember your quadrants. Do y'all remember your quadrants? Remember, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Write them down one time so it'll help you remember. If you want to put it on your unit circle, I don't care. That way you'll have it for the test. All right, so we have to draw a triangle, it says in quadrant 1. That's what it says. Everybody make a triangle. Quadrant 1. Now the next problem, we'll have to do it in quadrant 4. This was quadrant 1. All right, ready? All right, what's the formula for cosine? You can just look up on the board. The formula is right here. X over 1, but guys, remember when we're dealing with a triangle, use x over r. The r replaces the 1. So what's on top? I got 3 over 5. That's my x, that's my r. So 3 goes on the x-axis on the triangle. Where's that at? Think about it. X-axis is always this way, right? So 3's got to go there. 5 is the radius. It's got to go here. All right, you have to set your triangle up. Does anybody remember how we find the other side? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 3 can go in for a squared. 5 has got to go in for c squared. Why does 5 have to go in for c squared? Because it's the hypotenuse. It's got to go in for c squared. All right, set it up. Write it down. You're going to have like 3 of these on the test. All right, so 3 squared is 9. 5 squared is 25. Y'all can do that in your head probably. Now what's going to happen with 9 when I move it over to the other side? It becomes a minus 9. I got b squared equals 16. So what's my answer?
4.
4. Square root of 16 is 4. So that's the first step. You're going to have to set your triangle up correctly. All right, do this for me. You only got to do this one time. That's your x-axis, that's your y-axis, that's your radius. Write that down just one time so you'll know. I've had some people do this. I've had some people make a triangle and they do x, y, r on their unit circle so they won't forget it. I don't care if y'all do that. If it helps you, you can do it.
Where'd you get 4 from?
Right here. 3 squared is 9, 5 squared is 25. I brought 9 over at them, so I had to subtract. I got 16. Square root of 16 is 4. All right, so now we've got to write our 6 answers down. All right, look. Cosine is 3 over 5. You can go ahead and write that one down as one of your answers. They're giving you that one. And if we know cosine is 3 over 5, what is secant? 5 over 3. Remember, told you out yesterday, but when you find the one on the left, you just flip it and find the one on the right. All right, we good? All right, next answer, sine. Sine is y over r. So what goes on top, what goes on bottom? It says y goes on top, r goes on bottom. So y is 4, r is 5. So that's 4 on top, 5 on bottom. Trey, whatever I got here, I know I can just flip it and find the answer over here. I think Riley's right. We're just going to do this one at number 10. That'll be enough for the day because these take a long time. All right, Riley, what's the formula for tangent? Y over x. So you put y on top, x on bottom. Well, look, it shows you which one it is. Y is 4, x is 3. So y'all put 4 on top, 3 on bottom. Flip it. This answer is 3 over 4. That is how you do these problems. Now, 10 is going to be harder than what 9 was. 9 was an easy one. All right, anybody got a question on any of these 6 answers? All right, going to the next one, number 10. You guys can go ahead and set it up. Remember, you have to draw an XY axis, and you have to write down your 6 trig functions. All right, does everybody have your 6 trig functions written down in your XY axis? All right, this time it says the triangle goes in quadrant 4, so you guys have to know that quadrant 4 is right there. Draw a triangle. All right, so this is where it gets kind of tricky. This formula for sine is y over r, so that goes on the y, that goes on the r. That's not going to be that bad. Never mind. I thought this was a tricky one. We'll do a tricky one tomorrow. I got to put -2 on the y-axis right here. I got to put 3 on the radius. Sorry, right there. Now you guys have to be able to find the other side. So use your formula: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. See if you can find what the other side is. More than likely, this one's probably going to have a square root in your answer. All right, so Trey, when you do this part, the legs are your A and B, the hypotenuse has got to be your C. So I'm going to do -2 squared plus B squared equals 3 squared. Don't forget, if you got a negative number, you've got to put it inside parentheses. Let's see what Riley gets. So we got, hang on 2, you got -2, 2 squared is 4, you're right. Yeah, Riley got root 5. Let me show y'all how he got that. All right, that's a 4. 3 squared is 9, right? 9 minus 4 gives you 5, and you can't do a square root of 5, so you just leave it, square root of 5. So our radius is root 5. Sorry, our x is root 5. That's the missing side, my bad. All right, so root 5 goes right there. All right, so let's write down our 6 answers. The answer for sine is -2 over 3. I can flip it, and that goes right here, -3 over 2. So they're giving you those 2. You have to find the other 4.
Negative won't stay with the 2, or does it matter?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I always just leave the negative up top. All right. Cosine, the formula is x over r. If it helps you write it down, great. So your x is root 5, your radius is 3. That's your answer.
Are we going to solve the next one?
The next one.
When you flip it to 3 over root 5?
Right. Flip it, guys, you get 3 over root 5. Why can't I leave it like that, Christian? Can't have a radical on the bottom. So y'all can type it in your calculator. It will fix it for you. or you can do it by hand like I showed you last week. 3 over root 5 is. I got 3 root 5 over 5. All you have to do is type that in the calculator. It will do that step for you. But you can't leave a square root on the bottom. All right, last answers. Tangent is y over x. My y is -2, my x is root 5. -2 over root 5. Can I leave it like that? No, let's type it in. Let's see what you get. Kayla's already typed it in. She got it. Now, did you leave your negative off? Yeah. So it's -2 root 5 over 5. All right, now look, when you go to flip this one, it would put a square root back on the bottom, which would be trouble. So what I showed you yesterday, flip the first one. So when you flip that one, it's -root 5 over 2. All right, we're going to stop there because this is going to take a lot of time. Work on this tomorrow.